Hey guys, Aaron here, Melody behind the camera.
Hi.
Welcome to House of Haha. In this video, it's another review of one of the campgrounds we stayed at last night here in Missouri. This is near the town of, pronounce it for me, Melody?
Bonne Terre.
Bonne Terre, thank you. This is the St. Francis campground as it's pronounced here in Missouri. However, the spelling of it is St. Francois. Just to make that specific, if you go to look it up, those are two different kinds of names.
Yeah,
so,
it's Francois.
Exactly. So that's helpful if you want to look up this campground online to find more information on it after our video. You know, just a little detail inside there. So, see behind me, Chewy and our campground that we stayed in last night. This is the basic campsites. They offer all three of them. 13 for the basic, 16 for the electric, along with 19 for the full hookup. This is a, can stay here up to 2 weeks as normal for campgrounds. Has a 2 p.m. checkout time available.
Actually, I think it's 15 days.
Oh, is it 15? Get an extra bonus day inside there. See, it's a fully developed campsite on the basics and all the other ones over there. You got a picnic table, you got a fire ring, you got a lantern pole, because again, all the parks around here, they do not want you tying anything to trees to keep them preserved. We're surrounded by, I don't know, are these oak trees or something like that, I want to say.
Some of them are oak trees, but not all of them. I'm not sure what all they are.
They're pretty. Provides a little bit of shade and space between some of the campsites and things like that. And it's got all the basic amenities, bathroom, shower, things like that. What we're going to go and do is we're going to go give you a little more detail looking in here, but there was a wedding just in the amphitheater directly behind our campsite. So there's a little bit of noise going on from that. We didn't want to cause any interruptions. So we're going to hop into Chewy and take you for a tour around the campground and show you what the rest of the basics look like for the campsites, along with the electric and the RV spots too. Anything else you want to mention, Melody, before we take our ride?
Well, just that we are staying in site 64 because it was the closest one to the bathroom. It's a basic site, but we did have some issues being level last night. We were kind of down and to the side. It looks really flat, but when you park on it, it's not exactly flat. So be prepared to compensate for that.
Exactly. All right, so let's go hop in Chewy and take a ride around the park.
All right, here we go around the camp. So you can see in this portion they have camps on both sides. They're all fairly the same.
They are reservable if you want to pick one out ahead of time.
Not a ton of shade at 1:17 in the afternoon. They go on down that way. See a few more of them.
So these are all the basic sites. So these ones will run you $13. And as you can tell by the leaves, we're here in late September. One of the other amenities that this campground comes with is Wi-Fi. However, go ahead.
We were not actually able to use the internet with the Wi-Fi. We were able to connect to it, but it said connected, no internet for the entire time we were here. When I've dealt with that in the past, it's because the router needed to be restarted, but we were not able to find anyone here who was able to do that for us. So no Wi-Fi for us. And also the Wi-Fi signal is really only strong in the bathhouse, and I mean like literally you have to go in the room with the shower to get almost all the bars, otherwise you're only getting a couple of bars. Ooh, stop right there.
Okay, let's talk about these.
You see that tree right there is in this area called hedge apple, and I guess in Texas it's called horse apple, and those are little fruits that the deer around here eat and the squirrels will pull the seeds out of. So, and that the wood of the tree is one of the prized woods for making bows. So if you can, I'll put one in front of the camera, you can see it. That's what it looks like in the outside of it, and this is what it looks like. We cut one open on the inside. They say it's not poisonous or toxic to humans, but it's inedible due to the flavor. They also, some people think that they are insect repellents, although the EPA has said that is not true. So, but I found them available for sale on Amazon for that purpose.
We've never seen them before, so it was a new thing for us. When the park warned us about them, because basically if you see all these ones in the grounds over here, that if you park your car under them, they could have them dropping on top of you. So.
And now my grandpa used to have a saying about, that's enough of those horse apples or whatever. So now I know what he was talking about. I knew he meant nonsense, but I don't know why.
They also have black walnuts.
And persimmons.
And persimmons here in the park, which is kind of nice.
We tasted a persimmon yesterday, but it was not quite ripe, and it kind of makes your mouth feel like it's drying out.
That's apparently if you eat them a little too soon. All right, so more of the basic sites on the back end over here. Not a bad little park, again, for $13.
No. They've got 3 hiking trails, and one of them is a 10-mile trail that's an equestrian trail, but humans can go on it too. And it goes through the Coonville Creek wild area. And I guess the lady who was the one who checked us in last night said that it's one of only 10 pristine creeks in the country, which means that it's never had anything, dumped in it by man. There's like a satellite bathroom out here. So it's all basically the same. There's a little bit of a little doggy coming at us. He's very excited. He's kind of mad. So anyway, you're supposed to keep your dog on a 10-foot leash here and pick up its waste. Also, this area is in the lead belt, which is a historic mining area. They mine lead here, so they do recommend that if you're going to eat or drink, which you're camping, you probably will, you should wash your hands with soap and water before you do that, because especially if you come in contact with the ground, because it has a high level of lead remaining from that. That's the campground host right there. We never saw one, so I'm going to swing you over.
Hi.
Hi.
So this is the shower house and bathrooms over here. The showers have individual stalls. It's the type where it had decent pressure, it had hot water, but it's the kind where you have to push a button to get the water to flow, and we counted it, and it lasts for 5 seconds. So literally every 5 seconds, you've got to push a button in order to keep it going.
And it's kind of hard. My arm, I felt buff after I took a shower today. Oh, look, you can see the bride walking through. She was just married.
Yeah.
So congratulations to the happy couple.
And then on the bathrooms were clean. They had flush toilets. They had sinks.
Wait, I want to say the bathrooms were not super dirty, but the women's at least had a ton of dead bugs just laying around all over the place. I guess they weren't live bugs, so that's good. But I wouldn't call it the cleanest thing. This camp clearly has some wear on it, but it's a flush toilet. It's better than a pit toilet in any time. So we got to get out of the way.
All right, so we're gonna drive you over now. Oh, there's also inside the shower area there in the bathhouse, there is a shower house. There's a laundry. They had washers and dryers available, which were about $1 a piece for those. They had a rinsing sink inside there, which I used this morning to get some of our dishes, rinsed out. Had a folding table, so, basic amenities.
There's a playground for kids over there.
That was the big thing that Melly mentioned on the soil,
I'm
too.
going to swing back over to see some of these sites.
The other campground host for the RV section with hookups.
Yeah, we were told these sites are really nice, so we haven't seen them yet, so we're all going to check it out at the same time. Well, here's just a big bunch of wood. They do have a wood available for sale. I think she told us it was $4 a bundle. The lady who checked us in, her name was Marilyn. She was super nice and helpful and told us all about her 3 dogs and brought us over fruits to see, and so that we could see what they had in this area.
Here's something to keep in mind, because we are right near a river.
Subject to flooding, flash flooding. Oh, also, this river, the river that's here is called the Big River, and it's kind of unusual in that it runs south to north. I guess what people like to do here is float the river. I guess there's not a lot of sites over here. You can't really see anything. Oh, there it is. You pull in one and
pull in
stuff.
site. We've got power over here, so these would be your electric-based sites.
So it's really good for the river's great for floating and for canoeing and things like that are the main activities that they do here. Ooh, somebody's got a campfire going.
Smells good.
So you can see power. Just keep looking. There's towns are not too far from here, so there are resources available to you. You're not totally shut off from it's nice and secluded out here, and it's kind of peaceful.
We should also point out too, we didn't mention in our other videos, that the Missouri state parks are gated. So there's like they close at 10 p.m. They open again at 6 a.m. and you get a passcode to come in and out of the park. That's available. So.
And as far as the animals that are in this area, there's no bears in this park. They do have a lot of deer. They have a lot of squirrels who are like kind of interested in getting into your stuff. And they have raccoons, and one sign that I saw said that there were skunks in the area, so they do recommend you put your food away at night in your car or in boxes so that nothing is going to get your food or come and bother your stuff while you're trying to sleep.
Lots of deer. The deer apparently, I don't remember, yeah, a lot of deer are drawn in by the hedge apples.
The hedge apples, they say.
They like to eat them, and the squirrels like to eat them too.
So, and while the hedge apples are now have been cultivated in most of the United States, this is the area that they are native to. So, and they think that it may not have spread naturally to other parts because they postulate that a giant sloth was the creature that was spreading the seeds, and it went extinct shortly after humans first came to North America. So that's just an interesting little fact. Or, well, I don't know if it's a fact, but it's a theory. There is another bathroom. Looks like a pit toilet for sure.
Yep. Yeah.
But nice level concrete pads for your RVs and electric hookups available here. I don't know. Is there anything else?
So this is kind of basics, give you an idea of what it looks like if you're interested in coming and checking out the park or camping, whether you're tent camping, you're RV camping. If you're not a person who likes pit toilets and you want to have regular bathrooms, you want to have showers, you got laundry to do, this is a campground that can pretty much accommodate all those needs for you.
And also they have a campground that you have to hike into. So if you came here to hike one of those 3 trails, there's a hike-in campground, which we are not hiking to, but it exists. So if you want to stop, I'll show you the map and we'll wrap this up. 1 second. Alright, so there's the map. You can see the spelling of the park. You can see this is all the horse trails in here. And then the other 2 are in there. You might want to pause and look at it. Anyway, there's Bon Terre where you come in. And we're also close to Han State Park and Pickle Creek Recreation or Conservation Area, which we have been told are beautiful, and we are actually on our way there now
today
to check that out. So we'll let you know what we find. Anything else?
No, I think we've covered it. Leave any comments if you got any questions. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for updates. We do at least 2 videos a week on our channel. If you like what we're doing, you want to support us and get more videos like this, go to houseofhaha.com. You can pick up some of our original art and t-shirts. We've got hundreds of designs and styles available for you. If you really, really love what we're doing, you want to be a big supporter of it, go to haveareasonableday.com, where you can find out how you can become one of our patrons and subscriber, where Melody and I will send you original artwork, postcards, and a bunch of cool stuff every single month for your contributions to help our journey us getting around the country. Thanks for checking in, and as always, have a reasonable day.